Hey friends, we're going to try something a little different today. You see I'm here in my office. So I'm going to be ordering a logo design on Fiverr for a real project. But instead of like pitting two Fiverr creators against each other like I sometimes do, I'm actually going to go up against a Fiverr creator myself in a logo design, which might be a really stupid idea. I don't know. I'm not a professional graphic designer. I'm a video producer and a video editor. And so this is a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but I kind of feel like maybe I know as much as Fiverr designers. So what I'm going to do is tell you the criteria that I'm looking for. We're going to browse on Fiverr and choose a Fiverr creator to hire to create this logo design. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to create my version of the logo. You'll see my process, my thought process, and then we'll reveal my logo and we'll reveal the Fiverr logo, and then you tell me which one I should use. Does that sound good? So if you're new here, my name's Jenn Jager. I own a professional video production company in South Florida called Plum Productions, and I also have this YouTube channel where I give you ideas for content, for your own video marketing. I give you best practices for video marketing, and sometimes I hop on Fiverr and just order stuff for fun. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's talk about the project I'm going to be working on. It's for an event, a real event for a real nonprofit on which I'm on the board called Now Boarding. So what it's going to be is like a training for professionals who are interested in joining nonprofit boards, because there's a lot to know if you're on a nonprofit board. There's like fiduciary things, marketing things, team building things. There's all sorts of things to know about being on a board. So we're going to be doing a free training for people who want to join boards. And the event, like I said, is called Now Boarding. And that's pretty much all you need to know about it. So I'm doing this logo design for free for them. It's like a volunteer project, which is why I'm doing it myself. But I'd like to see what another set of fresh eyes, what their idea for the logo would be. So let's hop on over to Fiverr and let's try to find a creator in like a really cheap price range, maybe around $10, and we'll tell them what we're looking for, and then we'll see how long it takes for that logo to come back. And in the meantime, I will design my own. Ready? So I want something really professional looking because this is like for professionals. So this sort of like cartoony illustrated look definitely won't work. I do kind of like this designer. Let's look at her. Her name is Shailene. I kind of like this. Wow, I really like this one here. All right, she is a maybe. Let's just click around a little more, but I am kind of into Shailene George is her name. She's a top rated seller. It's $15. This is weird because the lettering here is backward, but this lettering is not backwards. It's very weird. This is not bad either, but I think I liked Shailene better. Let's check out one more. I don't know. I'm not into this one. I don't know. All right, I think I'm going to go back to Shailene George. She really kind of caught my eye. I say let's order it. Okay, so Shailene has requested some information for me about my logo. Obviously, she's going to need that. So I'm just going to fill in what she's asking for. She wants a brief description of your business, what text you want to include on the logo, if there's a slogan or a tagline, any preferred colors you want to use, any inspirational samples, or any sketch of what you have in mind. I'm not going to do that part for a couple of reasons. One, I haven't quite thought out my own design yet, and so I definitely don't want to give her a hint as to what I'm going to do because I really want her fresh take on it. And so, I want something totally different from what I have in mind. So I'm not going to tell her that part, but I'm going to fill out everything else. And then we're going to place this order. Okay, it says my order is in progress. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't have picked a creator where I really liked their work, since I forgot I'm in competition with them, but that's okay. This is kind of just for fun. and I don't claim to be a professional logo designer, so I'm gonna kind of play around on paper with some of my ideas, and when we come back here, you're gonna see me create my own logo, and by then Shailene's logo will be done, and then we'll have a look at them both. Ready? And we're back. It's only been like a day since I ordered that Fiverr logo design, and I've been just kind of mulling over ideas in my head for my own version of the design. So the program is called Now Boarding. So I kind of want to do a play on the two meanings of now boarding. So now boarding, you think of like an airplane or some sort of travel, and then boarding, it's because you're going to be joining a nonprofit board. And then I was thinking like something about a boardroom and like sitting at a boardroom table. So I'm trying to like integrate those two ideas. So I like did some doodles on my notepad where I like wanted to composite like a boardroom with an airplane. But then I think I kind of just decided on using like a train. So like having instead of an airplane, having the now boarding be like boarding a train. So I am actually going to start my design now. I just want to reiterate the fact I am not a professional graphic designer. I'm a video producer and editor, and I'm just doing this for charity for free. I don't even have Illustrator. I don't even use Illustrator because in my world, I use Photoshop just to like cut out logos and stuff. And I actually only use like Photoshop elements. I really just don't do a lot of image editing in my career. So I'm going to be doing this in Photoshop elements. Do not come for me. I'm not a professional. I'm not claiming to be a professional. I'm just here to have fun and do something nice for charity. Okay, people? So let's see how I do. I'm a little nervous. All right, so here I am in elements, and I need to like come up with like that train shape. Okay, so I think I've got sort of like my idea for the train. All right, so now I want to play with text. What I'm kind of noticing is that the boarding, if I have it over here, it almost looks like windows of the train. And I'm wondering if I pick like a different font, if I can pick something that's like really like squat looking, if I can make it look like the windows of the train. This one is good. This one is called downlink. And look, every letter is almost like perfectly square, which is kind of how a window would look. And I really like that. I'm also not really feeling these colors quite yet, but I'm going to come back to that. I'm wondering if I add people around this part of the train. So then this is the part that feels like a boardroom table, because to me this does, you know, boardroom tables usually like long and like a lot of times they're rounded on the edges, you know, and so people sit around it. So maybe we can add some people. Okay, I'm done creating my logo. I think it came out pretty good. I'm interested to hear what you guys think, and I'm definitely interested to see it in comparison to the Fiverr logo we're about to reveal. But first, I just kind of want to walk you through what I did. So, you know, I had the idea for the high-speed train. I wanted to make the text boarding look like windows, and then I added like a line underneath it. And I added a line under the train to make it look like the rail. I've got these people here. I put little hearts on their chests to show that they're caring people and that they're sitting around a board table. So I kind of have this person askew a little bit because it looks like he's coming sitting around the table, which is very much how people sit around those tables. And then the Spirit of Giving Network is the nonprofit that I'm on the board for, who is putting on this event. So I wanted to give them a shout out as well. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. I like the colors. It's really for professionals, and so I wanted to keep the colors kind of modern and muted. But I'm pretty happy with it, especially considering I'm, once again, not a professional designer. So let's head on over to Fiverr and see what we got for our, I think we spent $15 on the logo plus the $2 like processing charge that Fiverr charges everyone. So let's see which one we like better. I'm very nervous. All right, so my delivery is here, and Shailene has sent me a nice note. Oh, and I see previews of the logo. It looks like she delivered two different concepts, one with this kind of like curve. Let's take a look at that curve thing. NB. I don't love this. I don't think it says a lot, and I don't think there was too much thought put into it. I'd say it's probably a template, not that exciting. And I do even notice that the word spirit has been misspelled, which tells me that, you know, we probably don't speak the same native language. English is probably not Shailene's first language, which is not a slam on her at all. It's just that kind of spelling error, you know, if you would be easier to make if you didn't know the language. And I just don't think it has anything to do with what the event is. I'm not crazy about the orange and black colors. They're very Halloween. And so I'm not in love with this. Let's look at the other concept. Okay. This I actually like better, but again, not for this event. There's a few things with the alignment that kind of bug me in that, like, for instance, I feel like the tip of the middle wedge, or whatever you would call it, in the W should align with this line in the square, and they're just slightly off, and that is making me crazy. And the P and the N seem to be very well aligned here, but then the G's are not well aligned here, and that's the kind of thing that bugs me as well. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about what the event is. So now let's check out a side-by-side of the two logos. I hope you don't mind me saying that I kind of prefer my own. I feel like it just has so much more to do with what the actual event is, whereas this other Fiverr logo could be for anything. That's kind of the challenge when you're ordering anything on Fiverr, is that not being able to sit face to face and explain your concept to someone. You know, you don't really get the most specific look and the best outcome. So I'm going to declare myself the winner in my very first Fiverr versus Jenn Jager challenge. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you thought this was fun, I have tons of videos where I order stuff on Fiverr and then we see the results for the first time together and critique them together. So if that sounds interesting to you, I have a whole playlist I'm going to link to here. Go ahead and check that out, and I will see you guys next Monday.